Nerds of the West, and today we are playing Gugong. This is a game set in 16th century China, and we're all about trying to impress the Emperor. If we do not make it up to the top of the Temple of Heavenly Purity, we will not score any points at all. We will not impress the Emperor no matter how well we've done. We, the people that are playing this, my name is Tom, we have a Chris.
Hi.
We have a Lachlan.
Howdy.
And we have a Sean.
Jade.
Sean is going first, so you get to take the first action of placing a card out and taking the card from the board. So what would you like to do to start scoring yourself some points?
What do I want to do here? I haven't prepared, Tom.
That's on you, buddy.
That is on me. That's on me. All right.
To be fair, though,
What do we got
what
here?
cards do we have in our hands?
Everyone does have different starting hands. There is a specific starting hand for the first player and the round to make it balanced, but the cards that are on the board are randomized.
Okay.
And then the cards that are in the deck are specifically put into the deck, but they are also randomized and shuffled.
So do the starting cards always start the same in every
Yeah,
round?
so if you have a look at your starting card and you
There's
put it
fans.
out onto the thing, there is a fan in the top. So mine has a fan with 2 symbols filled, and yours, if you want to show it off, has a
Holy
fan with
heck.
4 symbols
That's
filled.
awesome.
You know what? When small details like that,
Yeah. While the ones on the board have no symbols filled.
that's incredible.
And the ones in the deck don't have a fan.
Oh my lord. Okay, fair enough.
It's kind of cool. I dig those little details. Like they fit on the card, but then
It's-
they're useful.
All right.
It's honestly when the details come up and you just like...
For my turn, I am going to trade my very nice looking vase pot thing for the fruit.
Yep.
Now, my vase pot thing has a bonus ability, which is I get to do the Palace of Heavenly Purity action. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do the A action, which costs me no servants. Now, to do the action of the decree, I'm going to pay 1 servant and place one of my other servants on this decree, which allows me to gain a servant every time we do the morning phase. So I will get 4 extra servants throughout the game because we will go through 4 morning phases.
Very cool.
That is my turn. Now it's yours, Tom.
All right. I like the idea of having a high-numbered card that is also going to get me the Destiny dice at the end. The Destiny dice at the top here indicate if we have those numbered cards in our discard pile, we will get extra workers. So I'm going to play this 8 out and swap it with this 6 that is going to also get me an extra worker. So hopefully next turn I can do some cool stuff. And I am going to pay 1 worker to place 2 workers onto the Great Wall of China. Try and get myself some influence with the Emperor that way. Take it away, Chris.
All right.
Too many choices.
I'm getting
it is like
analysis
that.
paralysis.
The classic
I'm gonna
worker
go.
placement
I'm
problem.
gonna go shipping. I reckon.
Shipping. Getting on the shipping early.
Sail. Thanks for laughing. Yeah, I'll go here. So I'll swap this lovely instrument here with these level 5 pins, hairpins, I think they are.
I think they are, yeah.
Yeah. So I get to take the action of both the intrigue and the shipping. In which order do I just
So you do the intrigue first, so you do the card. It works down, so
Yep.
you have to do the intrigue first, then you get to the shipping.
Sweet. So I
And-
take the A action.
Yep.
I'm going to
You
deploy.
can take the B action of intrigue because you're doing that space.
Okay.
So
You can.
You can do either.
I'll
But
both.
as you're the first person to do intrigue, you will get the
Yeah.
the
That's a
first
good
player
point.
marker.
So I'll deploy a ship in the
you,
leftmost.
you do your intrigue first?
Intrigue first.
Oh, sorry.
Do your intrigue first? So you're going to do A or B?
Um,
If you take A, you'll get the first
I'll
player
get
marker.
first player, otherwise I just get to advance 3 times. Yeah, I'll do A. So move my little marker down the intrigue tracker by 1. I get first player marker.
Yep.
Doesn't cost me anything.
Yep.
And
And then
next,
next, do
let's put a little sailor on this ship.
Worth noting, Sean, you got 3 victory points and
Yeah,
didn't pay attention.
I've done it.
You gotta tell me these things,
Sorry.
Sean.
So that plops
I was
out.
going to say after Chris finishes his turn.
That's me, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, but then you get to choose to move that boat if you wish.
Yeah, would you like to move it
Oh, heck
forward
yeah.
space?
Of course.
One space.
I would love to.
Because otherwise you're not going to get anything.
Your turn, Lockie.
Yeah, okay.
Low key.
Right. Well, this is all just a bit rough, isn't it?
Oh, hang on. Let's put that there.
Yeah. So the one that you swapped it with goes into your discard pile.
Roger that.
Roger dodgy. Alright, so I am going to swap. I want to put the 6 out because I want Destiny cards. I want Destiny ones, but everything's a bad time.
Everything is a bad time. Look, I wanted the Destiny one too, but then like I don't have the cards to really go on Sean's space there. So
yeah, okay. So we're just going to do a 5 onto the decree. Take this 4. It's going to go on my discard pile. I'm going to get to move my envoy up 1 because it has the special ability on the 5. And then I'm going to spend 1 for the space, which is this bottom one here. And then Sean's already there. And then my third one is going to go onto the actual thing. And these 2 go to my supply. So it costs me basically 3 to use that 1 space. And that's my turn.
very cool. Do you have a big play, Sean?
Yep. I'm going to go on the travel. Trade the 3 for my 5. Now. It's gonna. Do I want to spend 2 servants to move my horsey dude twice? No, I'm just gonna do it once. So I'm going to take mine and I'm going to place it here.
Okay.
Now this symbol, if you want to show that off, Lachlan, this symbol is I get to exchange 1 card from my hand or discard pile with a card on the game board.
Yep. So wherever it comes from is where it swaps to.
Yep. So I'm going to trade.
And then that goes into Sean's top area.
So my 1 from my discard pile for this 2.
Okay, you're making it nice and easy.
Yep. And that's my turn.
Cool. Definitely made it difficult for me. The cards in your hand and the numbers, trying to figure out where the right place to move them and use them is it's quite tough. It's like, do I wait and see what other people do and use my numbers at certain times, or do I go for it in a whole other way?
A whole new way. Sorry. I was miles away then.
I think I'll do this. I'm going to jump in where Sean did. I'm going to place my 4 there. Now, my 4 is the Grand Canal action. So I'm going to grab one of my boats and put it out and put a worker onto there.
Yep.
And because Chris is there, that means I will get to jump forward and be in the second spot of the Grand Canal, which is where I can get an extra card into my hand for the rest of the game. And then for my main action, I will be hitting the wrong buttons and turning the audio off and increasing my lovely little envoy by 1.
Yep. Your turn, Chris.
I really want to leap your ship now and take my big diligent worker into my supply and get him online. So I think I might do that actually. So
Can you beat the 8?
I can. It was my own 8, and I can beat it with a 9, a golden totem.
Yep.
So no special extra turns or anything. But what I do get to do is take the secondary B action. So I spend one of these workers, right?
Correct.
If you take the secondary action, you don't get to move your boat.
Oh, yes.
You only move your boat on the first action, which only puts 1 person out.
But in saying that, you don't have to remove them and take the reward on that space.
You can leave it for
So
later.
you could wait until the next round to move your boat. But then you'd have your guys on there.
Yep. So remember
So
that.
So I can take the spot, so no one else gets the spot, but
Yeah.
then wait a subsequent turn to collect the reward.
Well, what will happen is if you put your guy on there and then move your boat. You don't have to move your boat, but you can. Then you'll get that spot. But during the night phase, you'll also move if you haven't got your 2 guys.
So you
on
end
there.
up here.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
right.
would say put your 2 guys down, so you've got a 3 boat, and then in the night phase, or if you take the harbour action again, you can move it.
But it's risky, Chris, because remember that if someone else gets on here and gets in front of you, and then it goes to night phase and someone is here, your guy's going to jump off
it's
the
gonna
board and
drift
you're going to lose it. So it's kind of like a bit of a gamble in itself here.
All right.
So what you're probably better off doing is filling it up where it is and then kind of just letting things go.
Okay, so 2 from my supply on there.
Yeah.
And
Leave
pay
it.
your 1.
Yep.
So one of them goes into...
correct.
Into the supply.
Cool. That's me.
question though. So this section here has nothing. So like it doesn't come back around and loop
No,
up.
so this is just a whole nother canal that you can go into. So if you don't want to play around with the risk of getting bumped off, you
okay.
can go on this side.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So.
But it's longer to build up to where you want to get to, right? Because this way you get to skip over people and be quicker to go down the river. Whereas with no people on the river, it takes a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's a gentle row your boat.
I am going to go over to the intrigue. Spend an 8 to get the 7.
Nice.
Because desperately need that. And then I'm just trying to figure out my maths of how this plays out. But I will spend the 1. And that will get my intrigue to move up 3, please, Sean.
Ah, cool.
And no special action for my gift.
Right.
Your turn, Sean.
Okay.
There's a lot of numbers on the board.
Yeah, but there's no good numbers. Guys, put these down, please.
No, because I feel like now we're way more cautious about putting those down because they just get nabbed immediately.
That's right.
That's why I feel like turning the thing is actually so good. If you can nab anything that you think that you're going to move it to, like if you just scored a bunch of like 8s, because there's like 2 8s on the board or
And
whatever.
stop other people. Like, if you see someone aiming for 6s on the Destiny dice and you turn it off of that,
Just boom.
beautiful.
But you have to be pretty high.
Mechanics.
You have to be pretty high on the intrigue though.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on the Great Wall with trade my 9 for the 8. And I'm going to do the B action, which is I get rid of 1 servant to put 2 servants down.
Very cool.
And that's me. I have 1 servant left, so I don't know what I'm going to do my next turn, but
May I please have 3 victory points?
Of course you can.
Please.
yes. 1,
For my decree over here.
Yep.
Good call.
What are you thinking, Tom?
I'm thinking that I have a 2 and a 7 in my hand, and I don't want any of you to have them. The 2 is kind of useless to me right now because there is nowhere that it can go on the board to beat. So I'm considering where I can go that I might need to spend these 2 guys to get resources back later. Or I'm considering my next turn, and I might do it that way. And I am going to jump in, and let's see how this works out for me. I'm going to put a 7 out here.
Big place.
Because here's my thinking: people might not want to spend their tokens, their servants, like I am. I'm going to spend 2 servants to get myself a Jade. That is 1 victory point for me at the end of the game. I've started the Jade train. We'll see if it pays off for me.
You just changed my entire game plan.
I like that there's those options in this game. It's very cool.
I wasn't expecting that. That was some left field shit.
Yep.
But also, is the Great Wall of China made of fucking loose bricks?
Yes.
Made of.
Did you see someone bulldoze through it?
Yes.
They made a little.
I heard about that, but I didn't know that they bulldozed. They
They straight up just bulldozed through a section so they could build a road.
Yep.
What?
Oh, God. That's awful. Well, there was a whole myth where, like, you could see it from space.
You
but,
can see a
like,
lot of stuff from
Technically,
space.
you could see anything you like from space if you have a good enough telescope.
Exactly, right.
But, like, I suppose
That's
it was
true.
with the naked eye or something.
What you got, Chris?
It's no wider than a normal road, so
Yeah.
can you see a road from space? No.
No, there's plenty of shit you can't see from space.
The atmospheric disturbance.
Can't see the curve from space.
Oh.
I have some terrible cards in my hand.
Yeah,
There's
I-
not many places I can go without like deficit.
I'll be honest, I'm struggling as well.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like, because I have 1, I could maybe get in on the Great Wall. And the options are I can place a worker on the wall for some benefit, or I can spend a worker to place 2, which I don't have, so I actually can't take that option.
But it'd be cool though, because if I go to the Great Wall, then I would win the tie
Yeah.
on the Great Wall.
True, if you do too,
But it's good to at least be on the wall, right? Because you
I
get
don't know.
some benefit.
you get to
You
trade
get
this
to
in.
spend your intrigue, but
Yeah.
Sean and I aren't on the intrigue track at all, so it's kind of like right now.
The wall is good, and you guys just kind of stay there.
Yeah, you can save it for later and pop it at a time that's useful to you.
Oh, I don't know. It's so hard.
Hey man, you got the tokens to spend if you want to go somewhere that you can't put a worker out.
So yeah, if I wouldn't have to deploy a worker with the action that I choose to take, I can like go anywhere with any number
Any number, yeah.
and just spend the 2 workers.
Like you
to help
could
with
pop your fat boy worker right now if you just put any card out onto the.
Yeah,
the
like
boat.
if I just do that.
So if you go to the harbour,
But I have a
Right.
1, so I could use.
That's true. You could actually
Yeah.
just beat that.
Maybe it's the best option then. So spend the 1, trade some lovely fruit, exotic bounty for this
Ooh.
jade statue.
which gets you onto the wall as well. So
Yeah,
you
you
get
do
to
the
do the wall action.
Oh yeah, I totally missed it.
So you
Alright,
can
sweet.
spend 1 worker to put 2 out, but you don't have, so you're just going to put 1 on.
Yep.
One right there,
So
get
it's on the wall.
You don't have to do that action, but you might as well.
I might as well. Let's
And
then
then
advance my
you-
boat.
So
by-
You have the choice to put a person out, which you can't because your boat's already full, and then you advance your boat.
Yep. You
So
could
I'm
also
gonna-
put out a new boat and put a worker
That's
on
true.
it.
You
Yeah.
could.
Yeah, you can put out
That's
your
true.
boat and then move that boat.
I want
Move
to
the
get, I
secondary
wanna get
boat.
my diligent boat.
No, you can do both. Is what we're saying.
Oh, both.
Yeah.
You could
so
put
you
out
can-
a second boat
So it's like put 1 worker plus a boat, and then you can
and then move that
a
boat
boat.
Ah, I see.
if you want to
to
spend your worker to do that.
Well, yeah, I might as well. Because it'll advance by night time anyway, so I'm getting
Yep.
some value. Then I'll advance this boat here, hopping over yours, Tom. Then I can resolve.
Yes.
These go back to my supply, like there.
One of them goes down here to
Oh, yes.
indicate that you've taken it, even though you simply could not take it again because he's now in your.
Oh, so I can now use that.
Yes.
You now get
Oh, cool.
an extra guy.
That's awesome.
So your big guy goes straight to your display for you to use on your subsequent turn, and your boat comes back to you.
Sweet.
Right, well-
Turns, yo.
As much as the Great Wall seems pretty great, it has no benefit to me whatsoever. I'm at a crossroads for things to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 3 down on this Jade Palace, taking the 7 into my discard. I get a worker from using the 3. Then my other card is going to go into my discard because it was lower than the card that was at the Jade Palace. I'm then going to spend 2 to take a Jade.
Welcome to the Jade Club.
Very nice.
And I just put a 6 and a 7 into the discard pile.
Feels bad, man.
Beautiful. No, that feels very good.
Oh, right. I see. Yeah. That's good. It's good,
Yeah.
man.
So I just want to answer Morgan's question. When in doubt, run up the palace. That is a thing you can do. It doesn't really cost you if you just do the basic action for it, but it's also not that great of a one. You're probably better off doing other actions around the board that chain into moving your envoy up, because a lot of them will do that
Yeah.
to get a 2-for-1 out of it.
Yeah, such as this 5 that's on the decree space has the palace symbol, so you get to do that. So I think Chris, or
Yeah.
maybe it was me or someone, placed this on the decree, and we get to do the decree action, but also you get to do the palace, and the first action is just move your guy up 1. So do a second space and move up the palace is really handy. But
It's a
there's
game
one,
of balancing your actions.
yeah, but also the Great Wall will also move your envoy. So there's other ways to move your envoy that is not the palace space, which is more economically viable or just better, beneficial.
So for my final action for this round, I'm going to place this 2 and take this 1.
Or you could just not be a jerk.
And he gets to the wall.
Yeah, except I don't have the worker to do it. So,
Yeah, you do.
huh?
You got 1 worker.
Yeah,
but he also wants to
I
put his
wanted
boat.
to put my boat down. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to place my boat here because I can't put it on the very end space. It's got 1 worker there, and that is my turn.
Because Sean has done that, I now can't do anything, so I need to decide what I take to make my
Well, you
next
can
turn
do it.
worthwhile.
You just don't get to do anything.
Well, because
And you get
So you mean when you say I get to do it, you mean I don't get to do it?
that's exactly what he
But
means.
you get the 2.
Yes.
2 is worth something.
That is what I am considering. The 2 is probably the most worth it out of anything. I'm just looking at what else is on the board to give me things. I am considering the 5 here that Lachlan was talking about, but I think it is the right move still to
You're
just
right.
snipe that 2, because if you have a card, you have to play the card. So my 2 goes out there. I cannot pay the penalty because I have no extra cards. I have no workers, so I get to do no actions at all, and that 2 goes into my discard for next turn.
That's at least something.
Cool.
So this is a game of re-gifting, you know, when someone gives
Yep.
you a bad present and you
That's
send it round.
that's it. It's like, oh, thank you for this Christmas present. I
Yeah.
will definitely not give that to someone for their birthday.
And it eventually makes its way around the friendly group. Hey, wait a minute.
Okay, so that is the end of.
No,
What,
Chris is
what are you
still
on
going.
about?
You have an action list.
You played extra cards. Chris has played pretty economically and still has a turn.
Yeah.
I'm just ready. I'm just ready to
Ready
be
spaghetti.
done.
Alright. Well, it doesn't really change
Alright.
because I was going to go for a 2, but you put a 2 down, so that's nice. So same thing. I can't spend any workers for the action here. But
Well, you actually can, because playing that 3 gets you a worker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get.
Sweet.
But you've also got your fat boy worker that's worth 2.
Technically, you got 3 workers.
Oh, can I
right
use that for the boat?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
So you've just gotten a
yeah.
worker. So
Oh,
now,
sorry.
but you can also put the fat boy worker onto the boat.
So,
Hang on. Hold up. Let's go one by one. So he gets his worker for putting it down.
Yep.
It is higher, so he doesn't have any penalties. Then he gets to do the action. You've got 3 guys. Would you like to put 1 worker, which this
Yeah, it
fat
counts for
boy
2.
would go on your boat and be a 3 on
Yeah.
that boat?
And then you would
and
move
then
it
move
and go
it.
to here. And then at the night phase, it'll move to here. And then next round, you can pop it to get this or
Yeah,
this.
there's no way anyone's gonna like shove it off the end of the board by this stage.
It's
No,
unlikely.
no,
So let's do that. Let's
Oh,
go my
just
one
watch me.
single
Yep.
diligent
And then you
worker.
move it. It
Ship
skips
the
over both of us and lands there.
No.
Now, you've already done this action, so there's no point you doing it because you can't do it again. So
Yep.
you're just going to leave it there and wait for it to move in the night phase.
Yeah, sweet. And then I'll
Incredible.
So now we move on to the night phase and we have a look at who has what cards equal to the Destiny dice. I would put them on the blue screen, but the Destiny dice are blue, so you're not going to see anything. What we are looking for is 6s, 2s, and 7s. I have 2 of those.
I have a simple 1.
Wow.
I have 1.
I have 3.
So
Wow.
you get extra workers from your supplier equal to what you got, so 2 for me. And Lachlan is the person who got the max, will get himself 3 victory points
I'll
and
up.
move his envoy up 1 space.
Hell yeah.
I'm coming.
How good? How good?
All boats now move,
Hey.
as previously discussed.
So the boats move from.
The bottom and forward.
Okay,
So,
so you don't skip
it
anything.
goes like that, like that,
Cool.
like that.
It's not based on this track, it's
No.
just based on
Yeah.
the next available boat space. Yeah,
Correct.
cool.
Yeah.
Makes the most sense. Wonderful. Chris, I believe
Yeah, I'm first player.
you'll be first player after we do the morning phase. So the start of the morning phase is assigned the first player marker. This comes over to Chris. Any spaces on this track at the top need to be filled. There are none to be filled. We re-roll the Destiny dice. Lachlan would do the honors.
Hell yeah.
And we check who needs any morning spaces, which is Sean and Lachlan both getting an additional worker.
Yep.
So what did we get on the Destiny dice, Lachlan?
So we have a 6, an 8, and a 9.
Yep.
So
Cool.
this is going to be a very interesting round.
And the final part of the morning phase is that everyone gets their workers for the round. Everyone gets 4 additional workers.
And I got my worker from the decree.
Correct. Did you get it?
I just picked it up there.
Cool. And then you get your 4 workers, or did you do that already?
I'm about to do that right now.
Holy, how many
Wow.
workers do you have?
Action
I
economy.
had
you
one
not-
left over from the last round. Then I got workers from
Oh,
3
you have
workers
3
from the
that.
Destiny,
That's
Mm.
and then I got 1 from that. So I'm
beautiful.
loaded.
It's going to be a busy boy this turn.
Great round.
Chris gets to go first, though. Where would you like to go?
I want to pop my boat right away.
Yep.
But
So
the
you're gonna-
question is, do I have anything that can do it incidentally? And the answer is no. So let's make it hard for you guys.
How devilishly delightful.
Delightfully
Seymour.
devilish, Seymour. I'll deploy my 8, the musical instrument.
Yeah, so technically you would have gained this reward So you gain it after your boat moves, right? So at the end, so in the night phase, you would have gained it then.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sick. That's even better.
Yeah. So what did you want to get?
Well, either 4 victory points or I take
an
an extra
card.
card for the rest of the game. I'll go to
the card, man.
It's got to be the card.
So you draw the card.
Yep.
And then you will get that back.
So one of your
Yep.
one of your workers goes into that spot, into the card spot, and your fat boy worker goes back into there. Now, it is worth noting, because that happened during the night phase, your fat boy worker would have been available to you to draw in any one of these, so you have that available to you.
So you draw that.
Thanks.
There you
I'm
go.
better than I thought I was.
Yeah. That's even better for
Better
us.
than you.
Chris is playing, and we're just like, Chris, you could have done this more optimally.
Look, the boats are confusing, but also you're better than you thought you were, but you're at the bottom of the envoy track. You gotta lift up your
Yeah, it's
game.
got to get going on
I'm
that.
too greedy.
Yeah.
Hi, iDragon. How you doing? Welcome to Gugong.
iDragon, that's a cool name. Damn
Alright.
spoon dragon.
So now it's your
Now we're back to Chris's
Yeah,
turn.
now it's my turn. I can do something else. Something more beneficial.
Yeah, so scratch that. Now think of the other thing you wanted to do.
Flip that. Reverse it.
Bop it. Twist it.
Pass it.
Dude, that thing had a Rick roll like built into it. If you like did it in a sequence, it would like play a tune.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
It had like an Easter egg in the toy. And I think the designer made like a couple of other toys which also had Easter eggs in them.
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
right.
So if you do it in the correct sequence.
Go here.
Yep. So you're going to do a decree action, and you're trading the 8 that you have for the 5.
Yep. That's
Yep.
right. So first
Nice.
I move myself up on the envoy tracker and I'm deciding if I want to do 2 or 1.
Oh.
I'll just go the simple 1 for now. For free, the A action. And then on the secondary action, what I can do is deploy a number of workers. I want to go for this one here with the travel.
Yep.
So it costs you 2.
2 plus the 1 which I'm spending for it, right?
Yep.
Correct. Because there's no one else there, so you don't need to pay 1 for the other people being there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now for the rest of the game, if I ever choose the double move action for traveling and adventuring, it only costs me 1 worker instead of 2.
Correct. Yep. All right, Lachlan, your turn.
And I get 2 instant victory points.
Yes,
Oh,
you do.
yes.
I was considering doing that action that Chris took to get that extra travel going, but I think the travel game might be something to do minimally now, just to see how it goes. I'm doing very well, iDragon. This is a game with a lot of considerations, because you can't just do every action that you want, because you might screw up your future turns, but you also can't just put cards out willy-nilly, because then you're giving cards to other people. So there is a lot to think about.
Yeah. It's really tough. There's a lot of options, and like for me, like there's an action I want to do, but I can't achieve it because I don't have the cards.
I have felt like that nearly every time we've played this game, and it's so far. Like, obviously, we'll do the review later on, but it is my thought in this game that sometimes you just don't have a good choice. Quite often, and I've always been the second player, so I've always had these starting cards, and I've gone, cool, I know that I'm not going to have certain choices by the end. So it is I like the choices, you just don't always have a choice. Review coming later.
Review pending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that in my soul.
So far I've done really well and I've not really understood what's going on. Like the opposite problem of poor old Tom.
There's so many people on this boat section.
But you can just go over to this boat section.
But you know I
Just
want a
jump
fat.
in.
You know I want a fat boy.
Oh, you know you want your fat
Proper
boy.
boat there, and over the time it'll just eventually sail down the river. And if there's ever any like consequential like boat actions on your cards, you just like sweet free. I'll just plop a gun there, move it along. It'll like passively be moving towards your goal in the background.
So it's a fair point.
Cosmic Andy saying, I really enjoy that tension in the choices. Sometimes you got to pivot because you just don't have the right cards. 100%. I like the mechanics. I just don't like how they make me feel, which is important. Which is important in if you're enjoying a game or not, and if you're going to play it again. It's how we rate games here, not on this mechanic's really good. It's on if we would want to play it again.
Yeah, I'd say a similar thing is engine builders, where it's like, do you like engine building? Well, the engine never gets off the ground, but it's a good game. So
Yeah,
It's like playing Roll. We played Roll for the Galaxy with Reese, and I hit my engine like turn 2, and just and everybody else floundered at the table.
There's a lot of imbalance in
which feels terrible. Hey, you got
Okay.
your move?
yeah, I'm just gonna do it, I guess, and put my 4 down on the harbour.
Yep.
I'm gonna move my envoy up.
You have so many workers.
I know. Don't.
It's only 2 workers, man. You have to move up
Only 2 workers,
twice.
which leaves me with like 7 workers left over. How
And-
many do you guys have?
I
6.
got 6.
4 now.
2's a lot, but it does get to move them up like a bunch.
And you get to move this up. One more.
Go on.
Go on.
Go on.
1,
Go
2.
Spend the 2 guys, move him up, move my thing. So I got to move twice up on there.
Yep.
Then we're going to do the boat. So we're going to put a boat in the water.
Do you want it here?
It has to go there.
Does it?
I mean, it can go on the
here.
other side.
Yeah. But then it has to move more as well. Like, that's the trade-off.
Yeah.
Is that you guys still need to put guys on for you to be able to pop to move off of like where you want it. And I'm sure you guys want to get yours in as well. So, and then I would like to move it 1 space, please.
Alrighty then.
Oh.
The first time I played Wingspan with my family, we flubbed a few rules and nobody really got engines, but still had fun because we spent more time reading bird cards to each other than each other mechanic. I genuinely think that is why Wingspan did well.
Yeah.
There is a decent enough mechanical board game underneath there, but because there is so much fun to be had in just, I put this bird out, oh, there's some really cool information here, that game just took off far more than I think they ever expected it to.
Oh, yeah. And it's just like the little tidbits on the cards is quite good. It's why I like Arc Nova as well. But then Wingspan, I feel like, is that example of like, there's a cool game, everything seems to work, but the engine never gets going. It's like you're on a steam engine. It's like chugga, 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 and it's like it's trying to build up its speed, and then it's already at the next station. You're like, we didn't even get up to full speed. Like, everything felt pretty alright, but we never got going before we got to the next station.
Speaking of Wingspan and steam engines, you want to know how they used to have lunch in steam engines?
How?
They just crack an egg into a shovel and put it into the fire.
Yeah,
Nice.
Why not?
Alright.
It's basically a broiler.
Yeah.
Alright, so for my turn, this isn't the optimal thing I want to do, but we'll do it anyway. So I'm going to trade my 1 for this 9.
You're a jerk and I hate you.
Now this gives me the ability to do the Great Wall.
It does, which means you'll be able to do the Great Wall, pop the Great Wall immediately, and then also do the Great Wall a second time.
Yeah, which is not too bad, I think.
Interesting.
So let's do that.
Yeah,
so
you could
I'm
do the-
going to do that.
I wanted to do the Grey Wall so bad.
So Grey Wall has now been triggered for scoring. I have the max amount on there, so I move up 3 points. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And I get to move my envoy up 1 space. It also triggers. These are going to go away.
Yep, yours disappear. Everyone
Everybody
just moves
slides
back.
down. But it also triggers the ability to spend intrigue points for certain bonuses.
But Chris is the only person who has that choice because Sean and I have no intrigue and Lachlan isn't on the wall. So Chris, would you like to spend your 1 intrigue for 1 worker? Or would you prefer to keep your intrigue, build it up for a future turn,
yeah.
and use that as a tiebreaker?
I'll save it.
Save it. Cool. And then I'm going to just do the basic action again because I don't want to spend extra workers to place 1 back onto the board here.
Cool.
Lucky, now's your chance to get in on the wall.
Sorry, why did you get an extra guy?
Because that to pop it was actually the bonus action from my card, and then I still had to do the actual action, which allows me to go back on it. Cool.
Combos, man. It's a combo.
Wombo combo.
Big old wombo.
Hand
Alright.
feet.
One more combo.
I really like cards that let you increase your Emperor. So I am going to jump down here onto the boat. I'm going to play a 6.
Son of a... I hate you.
Every turn, people have been doing what I want to do. It's nice to be that person. I am going to spend 1 worker to get 2 workers. I'm then going to pop that boat immediately. Sorry, I also gained a worker. So basically, it's free to do this. That's actually a really good point. It's free to do this. I am spending 1 worker that I just got to put 2 workers out, to pop that boat, to then get 2 workers back.
Hell
Solid. Yes, get your
3
diligent worker
actions. I've ended up with the same 6 workers. That's my turn.
God, he's
Please
good. They said he was
continue
good.
on.
Okay. I'm gonna go exploring.
I keep drawing the cards that I pull into my hand, and I have to be like, oh yeah, discard.
So I think I have enough to do what I want to do here.
All right then.
So here's an 8 to replace this 5.
Okay.
There's an 8 on the board, everyone. Go and steal it.
So first I get to take the intrigue action, and I think I want to spend... Hang on, let me think about this. Yeah, I want to spend 1 worker to take the secondary action, which is to advance 3 times, putting myself at 4 intrigue influence.
Yes. Also, on top of Lachlan, which means you are winning the tiebreaker.
True.
Ah, brutal.
Next, I'm taking the action of adventuring, and I want to do the secondary action for adventuring, the better action.
Yep.
So I spend 2 workers, which I can spend my diligent worker to do that.
Yep.
So now I'm going to deploy my horse for the first time.
Yep.
And then have another move after
Yeah,
that.
because the first time you put him on the board is seen as a move,
Yeah.
and then you get to move him one more time.
So I'm going to... I believe this is how it works. I'm not sure. First move here is to spend a worker from this area,
Correct.
right? And deploy it onto the wall.
Yep.
And since I've just used my diligent worker, I'll put that there.
Yes.
Wow.
Does this trigger now or after
Now.
I've finished?
Now.
Immediately.
Sweet.
Yep.
So I'll take this and put this into my supply for later on.
Yep.
The wall triggers now.
Yep.
Third thing of the turn.
So you get 3 points. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Because you have the most on there. You also get to move your envoy up 1 space.
Woo! All right.
And you can also trade in if you would like.
The
You have
influence
4.
that I just had, so that's really lovely.
So do you want to spend 3 influence for 2 or 1 influence for 1?
I'll spend.
Or you can spend. Can you spend
like a combination
of them? I need to double check that.
No, I
think
believe it
it's
is just 1.
Because
One.
otherwise you could just spend 1, 1, 1, 1.
Oh,
1.
true. Yep, you're right. So yeah, do you want to spend the 3 for 2 or 1 for 1?
Oh,
2
God.
ones are better than 3 for 2.
Bloody hell.
Quick math.
So do they go back now before I make a
It
choice?
all pops immediately.
Okay, so I'll spend the 1 influence point, moving myself down 3 to get back 1 worker,
Yep.
which is my diligent worker.
Yep.
Fat Boy is so good.
Like 3
so
things in
useful.
1 turn.
Yeah.
And now I'm continuing to resolve.
Correct. Now you go back to doing that.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
once-
we get to do this, but we can't, so
Yep.
nothing happens. Yep.
Okay,
Now
yep.
you go.
Now I'm going to move again.
Yep.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Just do it again. No, well, so that is to take a card from my discard back into my hand. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
So that I
Yeah.
can keep going this turn.
Yeah.
Like.
As long as you've got workers
Yeah.
to action the area.
Well, there are spaces that you don't have to have workers.
That is true.
I'm gonna move here and just take 2 workers back into my supply.
Yep.
Sadly, none of them are big chungus workers, but that's fine by me. And I think that's the end of my turn.
Yeah. Very
Nicely
good
done.
move.
Good turn. Hey, Lachlan, do you know what you're doing?
How's your
Hell no. Chris just like blew everything out of the water. He just absolutely blew everything out of the water. It
Dude,
was,
he is so good. Keep
it was
him.
incredible.
Fat Boy is where it's
Oh
at.
yeah.
All these 8s on the board are so useful, except for the fact that I can't beat them. So they suck in every way possible.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Can I go to the Great Wall, please?
Of course you can.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to move up on the intrigue and take first player.
So
1, take first player.
Take first player. And then the Great Wall, I can spend 1 to put 2 on.
correct.
Yep.
The Great Wall is happening. Except for Chris, who got there and just immediately did it.
Yeah.
What a guy.
What a
Turn.
brilliant guy. Alright, Sean, make my life easier for me.
Make your life easier.
Yeah. Give me more choices than what is currently out there.
I don't think that's what I wanted to do, but you know what? We did it.
That's him.
I'm going to go to the Great Wall. Going to trade my 8 for this 7. I'm going to spend 1 to put 2 on the wall.
Yep.
Which pops it, and I have majority. So I go up 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. And I get to move my envoy up 1. Lachlan and Tom get to spend intrigue.
No, I don't.
Monkey does.
Yeah.
You have 5.
I will turn the 8 to a 3.
Oh, the destiny dice.
So that
Spending
was
5.
5 down to 0.
All right, so now I want 6s, 9s, and 3s.
3, 6, 9. The goose, straight line. Okay,
I'm a big fan of you doing that because there's this lovely 3 over here.
Yeah, I wanted that, and that's
Yeah.
what I was hoping to do, but it kind of didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
So I am playing a 4 down to beat that 3. I will just grab myself 2 worth it. Just move 1 worker left over. Nah. Just move myself up 1 on that envoy track, try and keep myself in that race, and then I will spend 3, including my fat boy worker, to get myself a 2nd Jade, now scoring myself 3 points at the end of the game. I feel like I had really quick, easy turns. I don't know about you.
Poor Lockie's having a hard time.
It's rough. It's definitely rough. I feel like how you did, Tom.
Yeah.
You're just like, you're stuck behind.
Sort of, but also I've been last in player order, which means my choices have just been kind of coming to me at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I was last in player order the first round,
Yeah.
and then it's only this round that you've been last.
Honestly, I was going to do that anyway.
Yeah. Well, you weren't going to change it.
No, but I was going to buy
Yeah.
from Jade.
Because I wanted the 3, because I was going to swap it to a 3.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and I'll buy a Jade while I'm there. But unfortunately, it happened on the wrong turn sequence that I was hoping that it was like,
Yeah. I've really just got to wait and see what other people do now. You got considerations, Chris, or are you just a little bit lost on card numbers?
I have low cards in my hand.
There's so many high cards. There's 4 8s out there.
because now the 8s are worthless.
They're
And now
worthless.
it's locked the board down
Yes,
because everyone would have
right.
happily swapped the card into the discard pile so that you would have it for the destiny. But now they're useless and they're high. So welcome to. You got to make some sacrifices, gang. Got to do something.
There's a perfectly good 6 hanging out over there. I left that there for someone to take. You can do it, Lucky. I believe in you.
Yeah, I mean I could, but it would also be terrible at the same time.
But really fun. Because 6 is a good number.
Is it? I was really. I don't know why I thought I was going to change the 6 because I was like, if I change the 6, then that could work.
Deploy a 9 there. Take the 8 as my discard. So I'm going to take an action to bolster my intrigue. And I think I'd like to spend a worker to get 3 influence points.
Up to 6.
Nice.
Could you do me a favor and not do that and put that 9 literally anywhere else?
I'd love to help you out, Tom, but there are no friends in medieval China, I'm afraid.
I'm going to play a 6 on the 6.
Okay.
And that means my other card's going to go into this card, but it also means I get to do the Grand Canal twice.
Nicely done.
So
Right.
1 gets me 2, and then the second one is going to be moving the boat.
Yep. So you move it to here.
Yep.
You're going to pop it.
Yep.
Cool. You get your boat back.
Thanks.
You get yourself a big boy worker straight to your area.
But no cards.
No cards.
Cool.
He's
All
a
right.
good guy.
Yeah. I found the last time, I found like having the extra cards was because I didn't get my double worker out. He's pretty handy. But I had the extra card, which worked out really well because I got that early and you just got 5 cards. You just got
Yeah.
more cards than people.
That's like my
So you can
round.
just trade cards and you're just like, who cares if I miss 1 turn? Because I'm not missing it because everyone else is still
Yeah,
only got
you're
4
using
turns.
that bonus turn to like set up for what you otherwise wouldn't have had.
Yeah.
All right. You ready for something?
Oh, I'm
You ready
Here
for
we
this?
go. Sean's combo turn.
I'm going to play the 2 here,
Mhm.
where the 8 is. Now, it is less than the 8.
Uh-huh.
So I have to discard a card.
Oh,
now, the
no,
card I'm
is it a
discarding
3 or a
is a
9?
3.
Hey.
Right?
All
Put
right.
that in there as well. Now, I am going to do the boat action first, which means I'm just going to take my 1
Mhm.
in there.
And move him.
I'm not going to move my boat.
Okay.
I mean, you could move him because then if he moves in the night phase.
Oh, but someone might screw you up
Yeah.
and send it off the board.
Yeah.
Not going to happen. But
So I'm not going to move it. It's just going to stay there with 2. Now I get to still do this action because I paid the cost. So I'm going to move my guy to here. This token allows me to swap a card from my hand or discard pile with another card on the board. So I'm going to swap this.
he was so ready for his big turn.
I was just
I
seeing
realized.
which one I wanted to swap. I'm going to swap the 7 for this 6, which gets me a 6.
Ah,
Mm,
And it goes into my discard pile because that's where I swapped
that's
it from.
disgusting.
cool.
And that is my turn.
All right.
Have you ever
Ever felt like
not
this?
doing that?
Strange things happen.
I think there's only one good move for me. I'm just double checking what I've got going on. And that one good move is going to be playing this 1 to beat this 9 here. So this 1 is going to let me do a decree action. And that 9 is going to go there. And I am going to spend 2 workers and then place 1 onto the Great Wall of China icon over here.
So good.
Finally going to get myself on the board for 3 points. That's not me, that's Sean. But what that means is anytime I take the Great Wall of China icon, I put an additional person onto the Great Wall of China from my supply.
Wow.
Yep, I read the rules, that's what it says.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
It is a free additional person on the Great Wall every time I take that
You
action.
know what?
I'm
That's-
afraid about the Great Wall of China action now. Like, that is really powerful.
It's
Brilliant.
I'm so low on points that I was like, I need a way to get more very quickly and hopefully increase my mans.
You
Yeah.
get 3 victory points as well.
Yep. And I will then get to take my intrigue action, which I don't have a worker to pay for, so I will just be moving up 1 on that board.
Wait.
Uh,
Intrigue?
yeah, because that's where I place my card.
Yeah, so he did the decree action
Oh,
from this
the thing,
and
yeah.
done that. The good old bonus actions being able to bounce around the board.
the wrong way around.
Huh, so you can build the Great Wall multiple times? Well, I guess thematically you're just adding another section to the Great Wall
Yeah.
rather than building it overall. I don't know how many years it took them to build the Great Wall. I'm imagining it was quite a few.
Yes. Yep.
Different sections that joined up.
All right, Chris, have you got the last card?
I still have 1 card in
I
hand.
have 2 cards because I have.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm out. I'm done. I'm tapped.
Okay. I'll deploy a 5 here, these hairpins. Take the 2.
He is so strong.
Exploring's great. You get like combo turns. So first things I'm going to do is resolve the Great Wall action.
Nice.
So I can spend 1 worker to deploy 2.
Yep. And because you have your double worker, you could
Yeah.
technically put 3 out.
I'm just deciding because like
Honestly, you don't need to.
If
If you just put your double worker out, you win the tiebreaker, you win it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then later on I can use that worker I otherwise wouldn't have to take this action because it's cost reduced
Exactly.
for me.
I
So I'll do that.
think Chris is going to win, guys.
Chris has a lot of cool stuff happening.
So now this triggers.
Yep. So you get 3 victory points.
I'm
because
the
you
highest
have the most.
influence. Sorry, intrigue.
Yep.
So I get 3 victory points. I
1,
advance my
2, 3.
envoy. Then I'm going to spend
Some intrigue.
some of my intrigue. I'm going to spend 5 of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Oh.
turn this 6 over
Oh.
to a 5.
What a guy.
What an interesting move.
This goes back into your.
There?
Yep.
Or in my pool?
You changed the 6 to a 5. It's terrible.
I did.
Absolutely terrible.
All right. And would you like to then pay 1 to move your horsey twice?
I'd love to. So there's my 1. Horsey is going trotting along.
Oh, did you get your 3 points and move your
Yes.
person up?
Yes.
Done that.
Cool.
So I'm going to make 1 move here, right?
Yep, skips over.
To deploy 1 worker from my exhausted pile onto the Great Wall, which is going to be my large grande worker.
Oh, I win the tiebreaker here
Oh yeah, you do too.
because you
Oh,
moved.
I should have gone there first. I'm stupid. Oh well.
Look,
You wouldn't
yeah,
have
I've
been,
taken my hand off the piece.
but you wouldn't have even be able to do that like both of them.
Move
Yeah, he
once,
was.
hit there.
Yeah.
Move twice, skip everything.
Yeah,
There's-
yeah.
you can go
yeah,
back.
I will totally let
Go
you
back
do that.
and forth.
All
Yeah,
right,
so that
thanks,
would have
Tom.
moved you up.
Yeah.
I'm up on the influence marker. God,
Yeah.
I've got so many now.
They're so good.
And then I hit that space that I was originally going for. Now I'm the highest on the wall again.
Yep.
Triggers again.
Jeez.
3 victory points for me. I move
3.
up my envoy.
Wow.
And how
Yeah.
many do I have?
You
Just gotta
can-
work it back.
You can spend 1 to get 1 worker back.
No, I'll leave
And it can be your double worker again if you want it. Oh my god.
Oh wait, no. Oh,
Yeah, because this gets
yeah, it
spent.
goes back. Oh my god. Yeah, go on.
Oh shit.
One hot.
Are we in a loop?
Holy crap! He's
Yeah,
so
he's kind of got some
strong.
cool stuff going
He's
on.
so strong, that guy. Alright, passed it.
No cards?
I'm out.
No cards?
Oh man.
My turn. The reason I was okay with letting you do that, obviously, one, I'm nice and I'm going
'Cause
to
you're
let
a
people
lovely
make
guy,
things.
yeah, yeah.
I have a 2 that I can activate the Great Wall.
Hey, alright.
So because I don't have any workers, I won't get to do it. But thanks to my new power that I have, I will get to put a worker for free onto the Great Wall. Fat Boy Worker, copying Chris. He's going to pop that one for me.
Disgusting.
So I will finally get the 3 points and move my envoy up, moving myself up to 6 points. And those workers go back to there. My envoy goes up to there. If you could move me up to 6. I could then move my envoy, my intrigue tracker down to get myself an additional worker for the next round, which I think I'm going to do. Get myself my fat boy just because I need workers. But what that also means is I don't know why you put that underneath there, Sean, because now for my actual turn, I am getting to move my... Oh, actually, I'm not going to take my fat boy because I'm going to take 1 back. And I'm going to spend that 1 for this turn to move my marker up 3.
Yeah. So you're double unit.
Yep.
Double guy.
Cool. And that's everybody.
No, Chris still
No,
has a
of
card.
course
You're
it does.
going to pay attention, man.
Oh my gosh. It feels like 50 years ago I'd actually made a turn.
12 years. 12 years in Azkaban. I did my
Sean,
wager.
I got told about jumping my turn once, and it's not happening again.
And never again. So I'm going to put a card here into the Explore. So it is lower.
Yep.
So
So
you
I have to pay for it.
Yeah.
now spend your guy,
Mm-hmm.
put a card into the discard, which you
Which
don't
you don't
have,
have.
or not
Don't
take
do the
action. And just take the 5.
Spend your fat boy.
Let's
I mean,
spend
you're
the
still
fat
taking
boy.
5.
Spend the fat boy to help
Yep.
do that.
And you can move your guy twice because you get the discount. Oh my god.
So first I get to resolve my intrigue.
Yep. Are you
So
gonna?
I'd like just a simple increase, I think.
Yeah, because otherwise you'd have to spend that 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is disgusting.
Then I'm going to spend my decreased cost to move twice on the exploration area in the wilderness.
Yep. Where are you going?
This is so stupid. I'm so good at this game. You
God.
guys are like, oh, we're here to smash Chris into the ground. He's
To
never
be
played
honest,
before.
when we played it the other day, just to get a feel for this, we're like, oh, Chris is going to come into this not knowing what to do. Yet he comes out and he's ramming us into the ground.
yeah, okay. Here's
Hello,
my-
Ice Rider. How are you?
Hey, Ice Rider, what's going on?
I feel like Chris is doing what I did in my first game, and it might
Yeah.
be the
I'm a
go-to
rucksack,
strat.
that's why. So the second one I'm taking is this to replenish my grande worker. And now I have a full 6 here.
Sure
And I
does.
can do that at any time, so I
Yeah.
can save it in the bank.
Yeah, but if you take another one of these, you must do it.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
to replace
To
it.
replace it.
Got it. Bloody hell, that's
A lot of choices there.
Can I do it as
Do
many
2 to
times?
get rid of your grande.
If I wanted to do like 3 workers back,
Yes,
I could
you
just
can do
under them all.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, that's me.
All right, just double check. Everyone is out of cards.
No, I have one here. No, I've been out for 5 years.
Oh,
Oh,
this is-
Chris Jar Jar Binks Cooper.
Oh, I'm so good at this game.
Okay, Night phase. Let's have a look at the cards. We are looking for 3, 5s, and 9s.
What are we even looking for anymore?
I have 2. I have a 3 and a 9.
Chris!
Oh my god!
I have 2, and
3.
Chris has 3 5s.
I knew you had lots of 6s and you had 6s.
No, I didn't
Or maybe
have.
not lots.
I didn't have.
But you
6s.
specifically turned it to the 6, so I knew.
No,
like,
I turned
Turned it to the 3.
I turned it to an 8 to a 3.
Oh, did
so
you?
then that way I could collect the 3s. and I was like, but it didn't
I
work
missed
out for
that.
me anyway.
Anyway.
So the point is, Chris will get 3 extra workers. I will get 2 extra workers. Chris will get 3 victory points and move his envoy up. And I believe that each of you are just getting 1.
3 extra work and
God
3
damn.
points. Have you moved
Yeah, I
one?
moved
Yep,
it.
Sweet.
Yep.
And then ships advance.
Ships do advance. Goodbye, little ship.
Sail.
Alrighty then. I believe Lachlan is the first player for the next round.
Hell yeah.
That is the first part of morning. Then, Chris, you've done such a good job. We have a lot of different spaces here to fill. So let's get on those bad boys. We need to re-roll the dice. Sean, could you do the honors? And we need to get our morning effects, in which both Sean and Lachlan will get an extra worker. We all then get 4 workers for this round, and the round track will move on. We are in round 3 or 4, and what are we looking for? 2s, 8s, and 9s. Let's see if those actually happen this time. There are a lot of 8s on the board, and a couple of 2s.
Yeah.
Lachlan, do you know your first play?
No. And first of all, let's just calm down, sir. Please.
I'm just asking a very simple question.
This is awful.
It's wonderful, I think you mean.
Everything is terrible.
Everything is terrible.
I believe, Lachlan. I believe.
Alright, so let's go 3 into this exploring, traveling area. The 2 comes into my thing. I get 1 from my supply. I'm going to spend 2 guys and go traveling twice. I'm going to start with the double face down.
Yep.
This double face down here, sorry, actually.
Yep.
Um,
So I believe that just gets you 2 face down tokens.
But you'll take that one,
Mhm.
and then you
And an additional
take
one.
2 more, right?
Oh!
Isn't that what that
Just
is?
check your rulebook.
Oh, that'd be cool.
This travel token counts as 2 tiles when exchanging travel tokens into servants. So you don't take 2 more. That one just counts as 2.
So you'd leave a free spot.
But like,
So put it there.
face down
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something,
that's
so
fine.
you
And then
get-
put those 2 that you took back over there.
That's not what I wanted, though.
Okay, well then if that's not what you want, then you can take somewhere else.
takes his
Alright,
backsies.
sorry, guys.
That's
It
okay.
didn't do the thing I thought it did.
Alright.
Symbols are important to know, and there are a lot of them in this game. Having a good, and this one is a fairly well laid out rulebook, is quite important. We're playing a prototype version of a game that is coming to Kickstarter at the end of the month in a few weeks' time. And they're like, look, we've got the rulebook as close as we can get it, but we know there are going to be changes after the Kickstarter. So please, if you have any feedback, and if you're watching that stream, feel free to give feedback as well. That will be on the 23rd of September. It is a game by an Australian company, don't know if it's an Australian developer, developed by the guy who made Lords of Waterdeep,
Haha, cool.
Oh, very cool.
among other games.
Yeah.
Have you figured it out? Would you like workers? Would you like to yeet cards for Jade? What's your choice?
We'll go in the far reaches over there and move my envoy and then travel towards moving the...
Wait, so
So
this
this
was the first time you've gone on it?
Yep.
Were you doing the
He's
A?
done the bottom one.
I've done
He's
the second
paid.
one.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, okay.
And then
So
where would you
move
like
your
to go?
envoy.
So I move my envoy, then I'm going to move to the intrigue.
Yep. Move
Yeah,
your intrigue up.
Get a nice.
Because I don't have a boat,
Is that
so...
the first time you've got an intrigue in this game?
No, I
No, he's
I
spent
went
it.
all
Oh,
the
you
way
spent
up
it
to-
before. Yeah.
I went all the way
True.
to the top.
Exactly.
Alright? Turn.
Started from the top.
Nice.
Now we're here. Getting wrecked by Chris.
Oh, God. This game's so easy. I don't know what your problem is. That's beginner's luck in a nutshell.
Man, this guy over here.
All right.
What a rude dude. Population Chris.
That's it. I'm secretly a master at this game. I'm just pretending like.
Well, you know
I'm
it'd be
playing.
great if I could go to the Great Wall at least once.
There's nothing stopping.
It's popped like 5 times and none of those times have been me.
Well, only because you've not added extra.
Because I
weapons.
haven't been, like, I've been there once! And I don't even think I went there. I think I went somewhere else and
Yeah.
activated it.
3 is the magic number for like majority at the moment.
Yeah.
Just plop a gun there and wait for it to res.
Just wait for Therese.
What am I doing?
What am I doing?
What are
Sean?
you doing, Sean?
David,
All right, I'm
thinking,
doing,
what was he doing?
Doing the thing?
doing this, I think.
All right.
Yeah, I'm doing this. All right, I'm going to go here to the travel area. I'm trading my 6 for the 3. Now, the 6 allows me to do a boat action, which I am going to place out a new boat.
What?
That's
Interesting. Okay. Thought he would have wanted his fat boy
And
worker
I'm
as soon
going
as
to move
possible.
it there. Cool. Now I'm going to do this action where I'm going to pay 2 to move my horsey twice, and he's going here for 1. This allows me to take one of my servants from the supply and put it out on a boat, in which case I will pop that boat now, which gets me my big worker.
Nice.
Your Maximus, your Grande, your Large.
And then where would you like to move after that?
And then I am
You're
going
enormous.
to move up to here and take an extra worker. Wait, so does this guy go into the...
No, it goes straight
okay.
to you to be able to use.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
So you get an extra cube.
Yep, get an extra cube. And that's both of those done.
Yeah,
That's that being moved.
nicely done.
And that's my turn.
Very cool. I love the idea of getting this 8 here. I think some other people... Oh,
Hey!
Hell yeah.
hello, thank you for the 44 months, Mr. Theatre Stud. How you doing? What's going on? What did you guys play today? I can't remember if you guys actually did. I won the 8. I know it's going to get changed, but the 8 might be useful to me for the Destiny dice. And then I'm going to pay 1 to put 2 workers out. 1, 2. And then because of my special power, I get to get 1 from the supply and pop that straight
Oh
away
my god.
for 3 victory points.
He's on
And
10.
moving my envoy.
Oh no, he's on 9.
I feel like the Great Wall's brilliant.
Yep, are you spending any intrigue?
And
And Lachlan, are you spending any intrigue?
My 1 intrigue?
Yep,
No.
cool.
sorry, I'm just counting how many I have. I would like to spend my 3 intrigue for 2 workers back.
Yep, and I assume you're going to grab one of your...
Oh, I absolutely grab my fat boy back
Yep.
straight away.
Cool.
All right then, that's my turn. Work trips, so no stream. Oh, just casually working in the board game industry and getting to go somewhere cool.
Yeah.
What are you up to this week, if you can say, or is it a secret? Secret board game trips. I want to take secret board game trips.
That does sound like fun.
Once again, the problem of working in Australia is we can't take secret board game trips to conventions very easily.
Being in Perth.
Also true.
Being on the other side of the country in Australia.
Distribution show, nothing major.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Just
Casually.
Just cash.
Nothing major.
Just checking out all the cool new board games.
Look, we've all been there.
I'm gonna
Just seeing what's coming out.
go to the Grand Palace of...
Heavenly Purity.
That's the one.
Oh,
Thank you.
he's doing it
In my
twice.
tableau. Yeah, so I get to take the action twice because my card action is the Grand Temple of Heavenly
Yeah.
Purity
Yeah,
as well.
so you're going to do
Yes,
the B
right.
action
He
for...
doesn't need to.
I'm just going to do the A action. It'll just be if I wanted some intrigue. or
Intrigue,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll just do the A action twice. I'll move myself into the first spot, secure my 7 victory points.
He's
by the
there.
end of the
So
game.
good at this game.
And we have the first winner. Sorry, did I move up?
Yes,
Yes, cool. We have the first person who is in the running for this game. If you do not get to the top, you do not get any points at all. So, Chris, well, I'm just going to say Chris is probably winning this game, but we'll see how we go.
Actually, I don't think I moved you up.
Yeah, I was like,
I
I know.
moved this up, but I
Yeah,
didn't move this
I was
up.
like, I'm fairly sure I should be on 4. I was counting this out.
Yep,
Thank you for being honest.
no worries.
I hate this game.
Most isolated capital city? No, it is not. Honolulu is. Depends how you count a city. If it's by population, like i.e. above 1 million, Honolulu does not count. Honolulu, I believe, still has under 1 million people, but Honolulu is a capital city and it is more isolated than Perth.
Interesting. If
One
you
of the-
set up a capital city on the moon that had 1 person,
Once again, it depends how you count a city.
like what does something have to be before it's a city?
Yeah, I think the general consensus is over 1 million people.
Million?
But it also, like, England has weird rules for what counts as a city, because it's basically it's either a city or a town. There's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Basically, like unless the king says so, you're not.
Oh, long.
So you get all these weird tiny cities just because the king liked it once 400 years ago.
Yeah.
You're just not cool enough. Sweet. This game sucks. So we're gonna go to the Jade. Get a guy.
Cool.
Spend 3 guys. And get a Jade.
Nice. That's alright, it's worth
turn.
extra victory points.
Oh yeah. The old 3 victory points for the amount of Jade I have.
Well, it's like in Sushi Go when you collect all those. What are they called?
All right. What do I want to do here?
Don't know, man. What do you want to do?
What do you want to do when they come for you?
Bad boys.
Bad boys.
I'm going to.
Be a horrible person.
That would be a hermit. One person's not a city.
NFL season has started. Yes, it has, and I've convinced some people to start a second fantasy football league with me. So you'll hear about that more as streams go on. What you got, Sean?
No.
He doesn't know. I thought he was ready, and I was interrupting him. No, he's ready.
Do I want
He's ready.
something to get me straight up points? Yeah, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this one. Let's trade my 3 for this 2.
Nice.
And I'm going to do the trade card action where I'm trading the 3 out of my discard. And I'm going to trade it for
Yeah.
this 8.
An 8, good idea.
That 3 is the best card.
Just get an extra worker.
No,
And-
the 3 like just gets you like you can swap a card, so you just nab it from anywhere on the board.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
And then I'm going to pay 1. Do I want to, or do I want to take the first player? I might just take the first player. I'm just going to move up 1.
Yeah, good call.
And I'll take the first player marker.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
that's
the
me.
first player marker.
Yeah,
To mark that you're going to get the first player marker.
exactly. Cool. And that's better.
Okay.
All right, I'm just having to do the maths on putting guys out in places. I think this will work.
It's all about them worker economy.
Yeah, the worker economy is definitely rough. I think this is still the right move, but we'll see how it... No, that doesn't work. Is it worth it to do that now, though, is the question. For my turn, I will be taking this 9, because once again, 9s are useful to me. I'm going to be placing a 1 down there, so I can do that action freely. For my first action, I am going to do the action on the 1 of paying a worker to place a worker over here onto this one, mostly because it is 2 victory points. But also it's going to get me a little bit of free intrigue. It might be enough to tiebreak with Chris at the end. So that is another 2 victory points from me. And then I am going to continue my action on the Great Wall, paying 1 worker to put 2 workers out.
Yeah, it's nice.
I will also get to put a free additional worker out and pop the Great Wall for a second time this turn for another 3 points.
That's a very good decree.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
I did not realize that's how it worked. I didn't realize that symbol was from
From the supply.
Yeah.
Very important one to note. My envoy moves up another spot. And Lachlan, if you would like to spend intrigue for stuff, you can.
1 for 1, pretty much. Is your
I'm
only
just going to
choice.
double check the rules that I don't get the other one immediately.
No, it's not worth it. But also, I concede.
You're out.
It's been rough. Like, I was going to put a 1 on the 9, and then Tom put a 1 on the 9, and then he popped the wall, and I'm like, I'm never going to win the wall.
Yeah, you got to diversify, man. You got to do like something
I
else.
can't, though.
You gotta
That's my
try.
problem. I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Like, I can't. I need the wall to do the things, but I can't because I can't even get in the wall.
I can easily see how this game is a case of like, you know how in Splendor, where like you know exactly what your play is, and some other player like takes it, and now you're screwed for the rest of the game.
Oh, I'm
it's
getting,
like that.
getting stomped.
Yeah, getting triggered a bit.
Cool.
Also, the Destiny dice, like, mix it up with like what's valuable
Yeah,
and
there's
what's not
so
valuable.
much mix up. It's great.
Okay, I'll spend a 5 here. Take this 3. Nothing's super duper. I'm just gonna deploy some of my workers to enact a decree.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take this valuable one by the end of the game. So it costs me 3.
3 workers
Yeah. So
and a worker to go on it.
Is there any good reason not to spend my diligent worker for this?
It's a very tough question. Depends what else you're doing this turn.
No, I'll just go to the regular cubes for now. So spend those 3 into the supply, deploy that guy there.
Yep.
So from now on, at the end of the game, I'll score 2 victory points per decree I have invested in, which it currently is 2.
So it's 4. 4 victory
4
points.
victory points. That's per turn.
Do something.
Sorry, but the thing that I wanted to do was ruined a long time ago. So I'm a little bit stuck, is what I am.
Is there any way you can do it anyway, despite having to like spend extra work?
I mean, I can spend workers, but
Is it worth it?
is it worth it? That's the thing. Like,
Or just go.
I could add more guys to the wall. Great. But then
That's
no one is
just helping me.
no one's ever gonna get to the wall then, because I feel like Tom's able to put down.
I'm just able to chunder workers onto it.
You're able to put like three or
Yeah.
4 guys.
Like
You
that's
can
got me
put 4
6
guys on.
points this turn.
Yeah.
The only way that it really works is if you put 3 out there, because then you'll definitely win it. Because you
Yeah.
can only put 4 out. Because if you put 3 out there, you won't pop it, and then when he goes to do it, he'll only.
But then he won't do it.
No,
That's the problem.
No,
Like,
but you're stopping him from getting those points. If you sit it and hold it,
well, then why don't you do something?
like influence.
I'm just saying.
You know what? I'd rather Tom just keep doing it.
Oh,
Thanks,
that's
man.
right.
I really appreciate that. It's really
Because-
kind of you to say.
This has become a game where we've seen how we can snooker him, but who wants to snooker
Snooker
him?
him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To waste the turn.
I'll snooker him.
You're coming
As much as
last, bud.
I want to.
I want you to waste your time snookering Tom.
Oh,
so
for
we
the
can,
one round of
Yeah.
snookering him. Whereas I'm already so far behind that it doesn't really hinder me if Tom isn't snookered. So therefore, it has no drawback if Tom keeps doing it. And I'm only helping him by having the 2
To be
guys
fair,
there.
it should be
Yeah.
Chris the one that snookers
It's
him because he
true.
has the extra card in hand. So he's got
And
the extra turn.
He's neck and neck with Tom.
Yeah.
So really, the king making me.
king, yeah.
I think you mean Emperor making.
Yeah.
True.
Alright, we're gonna go a 7 onto the palace because.
Oh, beautiful.
Is it?
Are you doing a double move?
Yeah, I'm doing a double move. 1, 2.
Yeah, at least hopefully secure that last spot.
It's rough.
It's bad time.
Yeah.
Poor Locke.
And I don't think I'm going to get there into 2nd place either, because if Tom does do the Great Wall,
Alright, I'm gonna go here. Yep.
the harbour with
To
a
the
9.
harbour with 9, take the 7. And I'm going to place out my double worker and move and take the extra card. Goes into my hand, right?
Yes.
This goes back. This guy goes into the spent pool. This guy goes over here. And that is my turn.
I have a lot to consider, but also not a lot to consider.
Yep.
I am going to. Yeah. I think this is the right way to do it. I am going to play my 3 down here, taking this 1, getting myself a free worker that I am instantly going to spend to put 2 workers out, put a free worker out, and pop it again.
Oh my gosh.
It's just worth so
1,
many
2,
points.
3.
Yeah.
You're on 17. You've moved up your. I mean, I'm hanging back. I need to get my envelope going.
You've only got 1 more round, Sean.
I need to light a fire.
Oh, you know what you should do? You should do the Great Wall. It's a great way to move up on.
Oh yeah.
Your envoy up.
Yeah, for sure.
Otherwise, you'd have Destiny, but then be snookered in the last round by Chris and myself, where we change the change the value of the Destiny dice.
Boy.
You work
Cool.
so hard for the Destiny cards, and then get pranked.
Been playing a lot of King of the Castle this week, and that seems like a game that might be up to Nerd's alley. I have not heard of it. Shoot us the link in chat and we'll check it out, or feel free to start telling us what the game is, because we're always like hearing about new games here. It's a lot of chicken, but no one wants to be the one to on the road with Tom. Yeah, I'm just going to keep running over those chickens all day long. Yeah.
Running out that chicken.
Oh, Gary, you're going to come in and knock the game box onto the back again?
Hopefully.
Like over the back of the shelf? You're going to freak yourself out?
Why didn't the chicken cross the road? Because Tom built the Great Wall. in front of it.
Yeah, it could stop it its tracks.
Tom was laying the wall for the chicken.
Go here.
Yeah, to a
Another
degree.
decree action.
Yeah, he's getting some victory points at the end of the game.
So I'm
It's a
going to
very good move.
resolve a decree. It's going to be this one, the victory point one for the Jades.
Yeah.
So it's going to cost me 3 workers.
You have no
I'll
jade.
chuck that.
Yeah, but he can pop 6 for 1 free jade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go there. And I'm diversifying my decrees for the other
So
victory
yeah,
point
you
as well.
paid 3 plus put 1 out.
Yep.
Very cool.
That's me.
All right. Cool. Yeah, this is great. Love it.
Real great.
It's my favorite.
Real cool.
It's my favorite thing to do of all time. Love it. Couldn't be happier,
Love
game. Could not be happier with the way that this has turned out. So, I am going to spend these 2 to get a guy. Then I'm going to... It still doesn't give me enough to do the things I need to do.
Yep.
How upsetting. Just to do the wall, you need to spend 1 to move up 2. Oh no, that could work. Alright, so we're going to do a 1 onto the 7. Move my guy into the 5.
Oh, nailed it. I wasn't sure if you were going to get there.
And then spend the 2.
Spend 1 to put 2.
Oh yeah, so spend 1 and then put 2 onto the wall.
Very cool.
So, you're welcome.
Yeah, gotta put a stop to Tom's.
And I only did it because I had the Great Wall action on my card. That's the last
only
option. I didn't want to do it, but I thought it'd be silly not to, because now we've got like 5 goddamn things on the Great Wall.
Yeah, never just leave them there so you never get your fat boy back.
If it comes up again, if
Yeah,
it comes
you
up,
can
then I'll just do
do
it
it
and move
yourself.
it once. You ever think about that?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
Big
Yeah.
Big energy.
Let's do it
Be gone.
Hey, Migan, how you doing? Stream's going very well.
this
We're all having
way.
a wonderful time.
Except Lachlan. He's having a hard time.
Having a bad time.
I'm going to use my 4 to go here.
Oh,
Training for the 6.
so that's gonna cost you, bro. Bro.
So I'm going to get my big worker back. And then I'm going to...
Did you have to spend a card? Did you use 2 workers?
I'm
What'd
going
you do?
to do the 2 workers.
So you have to do the 2 workers first, otherwise you get to take no actions, including getting that.
So doing the 2 workers, get that back.
Yep.
And then I'm going to spend my big guy for the 2
Double trouble.
to do the double travel. And I'm going to move to here,
Yeah.
Pick up a card from your discard.
pick up a card.
So
So,
strong.
That's good.
oh, I pick up a card from discard. Got you. Yep.
That's what you chose.
Yep,
That's true.
it's an extra action.
Choose
You're lucky.
That one.
Wow, that's so rude. I've just been picked on left, right, and center. Even by
Actually, I'm
that.
going to choose that one.
Yeah.
I'm getting absolutely roasted in this game.
Yeah. The roast of Lachlan.
And then I'm going to go here to get
2 quick points.
2 quick points.
2 quick points.
Very
How
cool.
good.
2. And that's me turn.
That's me.
Alright. I'm going to go down here into the intrigue area. And I am going to
That's really so good.
take that 3, which is going to be quite useful, maybe. And And actually, yeah. I'm going to pay 1 to move 3 times. 1, 2, 3 on the intrigue track.
I feel like now you and Chris need to think about your intrigue, because if it does come to tie breaking,
Yeah.
you want to be
how it happens.
in the lead.
And I do get to move my envoy up 1.
Oh no. I'm being
Sure.
left in the dust.
For
You're
those
tired.
just joining us, if you don't get your envoy up to the top, you score no points. You
Yeah.
cannot be in contention for this game, and Sean currently needs to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves.
Good luck.
5.
This is the golden snitch moment.
Oh my
I got heaps of time. I
god.
got heaps of time.
Sean's next round is going to be like, I go to the palace. My
does-
next action is, I go, wait, at least we'll have a quick round.
Yeah, true. No analysis paralysis there.
He's got no
it's my
choice.
turn, is it?
It is your turn, yes.
I'm glad the 4 was played here, actually, because I wanted to do this action. I didn't want to spend worker doing it.
Nice.
So I'll go with a 5 here instead. So first things first, Great Wall action. So I'm going to do it,
You
even
put
though...
that 4 in your discard pile, Chris.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
into your
I
hands.
keep doing that. I keep doing that.
Is that how you get an extra
Yeah, no wonder I have so many
Oh,
turns.
that's why it's a good
You have
game.
to go back and analyze the footage. And
I've seen you do it like
peering over.
once or twice before, and I'm like,
Yeah, I know. I'm just
To be clear, no, he has an extra card because he got it from the boat section. It's fine. Are you doing the Great Wall action?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna simply. Oh, hang on a minute.
do it. Let me out of my misery.
Because I've only got 1 worker left, and I wanted to use that to go El Dorado mode.
Yeah,
Like,
but you don't have to do the
around.
action.
Oh my
You can
God.
choose not to.
You really want me to do it, don't you?
It's fine.
Don't give it to him. He doesn't need it.
You don't have to. Tom will do it
No,
regardless.
I think I can do it this turn actually. All right, here's my thought process. So
You're
I'll do it.
spend a guy.
I'll spend the guy doing it. Now that resolves. Lockie gets his wonderful
Yep.
Great Wall action. So you get 3 victory points. You get to advance your
Yeah, 4 victory points.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, an extra victory point. You get all your dudes back.
All of that for 4 victory points.
Woohoo! Totally worth it.
I'm just going to point out now, the reason that I took that action was so that I was ahead of Lachlan on this track. I was also going to get additionally ahead of him here, which meant I would have won the tiebreaker and beaten him there.
Yeah.
But doesn't matter. I'll still get to do that next turn at some point.
Like, oh, it's only me now that gets it. Or was it Lockie
Both
that
you and
can
Lachlan
spend
can
influence?
trade and influence
Yeah.
for
Intrigue, sorry.
a worker, which if you want to do it,
Oh, you might need a guy so that you can...
it's almost like he's thought this through. Because you can get
Yeah.
that guy to spend the guy to move 2.
Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll move down on the influence by 1, get my guy back.
Nice move.
Do you move back under Sean or back
Back under Sean.
Yeah. So
Yep.
Sean, you should be on top.
Shouldn't really matter which I take, so I'm about to spend it. So then, secondary action, I'm taking the B action for exploration. I'm going to spend 1 worker at a discounted cost because I have a decree. Move twice. So my first move,
Oh, wait, just pick up a card.
pick up a card.
Yeah, for your discount.
I actually could.
The second you do move, you will have to spend at least
tokens.
1 of
Yeah.
your tokens. Or 2 of your tokens.
Or all 6.
For
Yeah,
a jade.
I'm-
And the
that
jade is
was my
worth
plan.
2 extra points
I'm
to
going to
you.
get a J, so I'll just do that now.
Yep.
So that it's all out of the way.
Yep.
So they form a discard pile, I believe.
Yep.
So I
we do.
take them from the next available space. Ooh, thanks, John.
No,
Um,
you
Take
take it
them
from
there
the
or
supply.
from the supply.
Yeah.
Yep, cool. So I get that. So for my first move, I'll go here to take the double token. So that's worth 2. I'll put it there.
And then move me 4 points. Sean?
4 points.
Yeah, from the Great Wall.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is he on 10?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do a gallop and hop over Sean's piece to take this 2 workers back. And of course, one of them is my Grande worker. So that's
Big, beautiful
lovely.
worker boy.
That's my turn.
I'm out of cards.
Sean's turn.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna trade in. How do I do all of this at once?
Sean,
Slowly.
your only action you can do is really just move up on the palace.
I'm
He's
gonna,
not wrong, you know.
I'm gonna trade in 1 for my big guy.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I'm gonna trade in 2
For additional
for
workers.
additional workers. Cool. All right. Now,
Sean's got so many goddamn cards.
Sure does.
Well, 2.
So many. And so many, like, workers as well. Or servants.
I'm going to go here with the 8
Double move.
Double move.
to do double. So I'm spending 4 in total
Oh!
to move 4 spaces up.
Amazing.
Oh, he might get there.
After my run, I might be getting there last.
That was... You know what? The 4 might have been worth it, because then it's like you just don't have to worry about it next
Yeah.
round.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And you moved up twice on the...
Yep,
Yep.
I've done that as well. And that's my turn.
All right, Chris.
Hmm.
Chris, you're up.
I have a card left. Hang on a minute. Let me look at my cards and see what I've got.
Look at them cards.
I want to meet
Good
those
cards.
Do. Tim and Eric Awesome Show. Great job.
What a show.
What a show.
If you like cringe comedy, sometimes I just get
I
stuck.
don't even know if they're cringe comedy. They're just like...
They're like...
See, I can't do cringe comedy, right? But I enjoy their stuff because it's like absurdist cringe rather than real life
Absurd.
cringe.
What are we talking
absurd
about?
comedy.
Tim and Eric.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I get stuck on the I get stuck in the loop of just watching Eric Andre show like interviews, and I'm just like, what am I doing?
All right, Chris, what you got?
Okay, I'm going sailing.
You can't do it. Wait, was it a 2 already there, or
It was a 9 already there. I
yeah,
put a 2 down.
no, you can't. No, it can only be beaten with a 1.
Well, no, he can if he pays for it.
Oh,
Oh,
is that a
true.
rule? Can I not do it unless I have a 1?
Yeah, so only a 1 beats
So,
a 9.
yeah.
Otherwise, you have to pay for
Yeah,
it with
Oh,
another.
you're going to pay. Okay,
Sean
sorry,
jumped
sorry.
in and confused
Sorry,
you.
It's all
I
right.
was assuming that he was thinking.
Yeah,
around-
that it would be free.
Yeah.
That's fine. So I put that in there. I have to spend 2 workers, so I'm going to spend my Grande worker instead.
Yep.
So I get the sail action twice because that
Yeah.
card actually has sail on it. So first I'm going to deploy a boat
Yeah.
and move it, or
Yep.
Yeah, and move
Can
it,
move
so
it,
it'll
yeah.
end up there.
I mean my second sail action is going to be useless, but
You can claim a worker back.
wouldn't really help much.
Well, yeah.
Get you an extra worker onto that boat is really about it.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. It's totally
Nah.
fine. You got the 9. It's worth it for the Destiny dice, and that's about it.
That's fine. Yeah. Leave it at that. So that's my turn. I'm out of cards. Anyone else have any cards?
Sean has 1 left.
Do.
He's just looking at his discard to figure out. Well, he got a token that let him. He got 2 tokens actually that let him exchange stuff, and stuff from here let him pull cards back to his hand.
Yeah.
Extra resources. This game's all about the resources.
I'll pull it back to the top. Hey-oh.
Hi, Lachlan. How you feeling, bud? You've caught up a little bit.
You know, we'll talk about it at the end.
Lookie's review for this game will be a big fat 0.
You know what was a pretty good game? Reload.
I'm going to go.
All right, that's scathing. Any game that gets
really wanna
compared to
do that.
Reload is. Oh.
Yeah, I think that's actually going to be better.
You think it's better, Sean? What are you
Yeah.
thinking?
I'm just going to go here
Mm-hmm.
and take the 2, trade the 8.
Oh, worth it.
I'm
Get
going to
yourself
do
a
this.
Destiny card.
And I'm just going to do the A action, which moves me up.
Yep.
Then I get to place a boat out
And a guy.
and a guy. It's going to be my double worker.
Oh my god.
And
Perfect play.
You don't have to move him, but you will most likely end up closer to here, where you'll have the choice of what you take,
Yeah.
or you can
I'm
just
gonna
leave
do
it and
that.
end up on the 4
I'm
points.
going to move him.
Yep.
It's going to go there.
Goodbye.
And I think that's me.
I think that's everyone. I
Yeah.
think we are out of cards. So we are once again heading into the night phase. Let's have a look who has what. We are looking for 2s, 8s, and 9s. I have an 8 and a 9.
I have 2 2s.
Number 2.
1-9.
Sean, with that 1 action there, you have beaten me for quite a few things here. You are not only getting 3 extra victory points, You are moving up on the Empire track.
He did
and
it.
getting an additional point over me.
Ladies and gentlemen, he
Well
did
done.
it, and he beat Tom to it as well. That's phenomenal.
That's what I was hoping
Brilliant. So
So
you go.
3 points up to 14.
for. 1, 2, 3.
And you get your worker up there. So you and I get 2 additional workers.
Yep.
One worker back.
I get one worker.
Yeah.
Boats will now move.
Woohoo! Sail.
Cool.
And then we are into the daytime. Sean is also the first player for this round.
You are. You may have the first player marker for the first player.
Thank you very much.
We need to
Exchange for the first
refill
player
all
marker.
of these areas. If you do run out of tokens, we shuffle up the ones that are left over. We will re-roll the dice. Sean, you can do me the favors on
I
that.
think we're going to run out.
Yeah, we might.
That's fine.
Oh, it's perfect.
No, it's one's fine.
Ah.
We need to shuffle up all those leftover markers and get one more. Who has daytime or morning time functions? I believe Sean and Lachlan are getting an additional worker.
Yep.
And I am getting to move up 2 spaces on the intrigue track.
2, 3, 9. Additional worker.
Hello, legends. How are you? Long time no see. What have you been up to on your side of the world? And then we will all get 4 workers for the final round. Yep. Sean, you got the first play. We are looking for 2s, 3s, and 9s, which will matter purely for getting additional points at the end. On vacation right now. Oh, lovely. Very
Nice.
jealous.
Vacation. Vacation to play Starfield.
That'd be good.
All right. Well, I'm going to. What have I got around?
A lot of choices. I think the workers is where it's going to hurt me this time. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to do as much as I want to do.
This is true. Correct observation.
Ugh, sorry, gang.
I forgive you.
You're starting to fall asleep over there, eh?
You know, I'm doing so well that I just
Alright.
couldn't help myself.
I'm going to do this. So I'm going to play this 6 here
Mhm.
and take the 5. Now I get to do the boat action. So for the boat action, I'm just placing 1 and moving him. And then I'm going to pop it immediately. And I'm just going to take the 4 victory points.
Nicely
1,
done.
2, 3, 4. So I don't think the extra card's going to be worth it to me. Oh yeah, and I got to remember to put 1 over here so that I've done that. Cool. Then for this action, I'm going to spend 2 to move my guy twice. And I'm going to go here
Nice.
and take 1 from the supply and put it on the Great Wall. And then I'm going to go back this way and do it again.
Nicely done. Damn.
Very cool.
It's a pretty great roll.
Then
That's pretty cool.
that's me.
I was almost considering for a moment jumping in and doing something very similar up here and just discarding a bunch of cards to get
2 Jade.
2 Jade, because that would take me up to 10 points. So that's a 7-point play there. But I don't know if I would then have enough actions to get up to the top here, which would nullify everything that I would ever do. So instead, I'm going to continue with the 1 combo that I keep doing. And I will jump in, and I can just do it for 1 here, I believe. I don't have to spend any extra. Going to play an 8 onto there. I'm going to put 1 worker down and get a worker for free.
Games with Tom.
Get myself 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3, and move my worker up.
Hey, you did it. You got to the end.
Are you spending intrigue?
I am not spending intrigue. I think I would like to leave that intrigue where it is for now.
I'm not either. That's it.
Chris, would you like
Chris,
to
you want to
spend
spend me
intrigue?
1 intrigue to get something?
Get it work.
Oh, actually, I might spend 1.
Yeah? That's me.
Yep,
Yeah, I'll
here.
spend one as well to get another
Get this
worker
guy.
back.
You spend one?
Yes, please.
Cool.
My turn.
Yeah, turn. What you got? Do you have a deck builder set up in the hotel room right now? Can't separate me from board games on vacation. Man, I've been following a lot of people going on vacation and finding cool board game cafes in the places they go. And Nali Kali, if you're not following her, does some awesome stuff both on YouTube and Instagram. She visited a friend whose family happened to own a hotel, and in that hotel they had just an amazing selection of board games. So it was like on a Greek
Sick.
island, hanging out, doing Greek island holiday things, and then hanging out with just new friends playing board games all the time. And I'm like, that sounds like the perfect vacation.
That's brilliant.
Nali Kali on YouTube and Instagram. Highly recommend. Good person.
Go here. I'm gonna have to spend 2 of my workers to play 3 onto a 6. Put some of my discard this time instead of my hand.
Oh,
Good.
very
He's
proud of
learning.
It's my big chungus guy being spent for this action.
Yep.
But the card instructs me to take a worker back, so I'll put him back in my available pool of workers.
Gosh dang.
Then I'm going to take the secondary action in the explore, so I'm spending only 1 worker instead of 2.
Yep, because you have the discount.
it's
Yep.
got The discount from the
Are you going to
beginning.
copy me and take the discard cards for Jade?
Yeah.
He has the Jade bonus.
He
from
does.
the
Chris,
card.
look, Chris has nailed the resource management for this game and is about to get a lot of
So
points.
here I go with this one here. So
Sorry.
discard a card of 7 or higher
Correct.
to take a Jade for free.
Yep.
So I'll do that. There's my
Oh,
9.
Discard a 9. And he has the 9 there.
It's,
from the supply.
Oh, yeah.
it's even worse. I've just seen what else you can do.
What?
First of all, you take this.
Yeah.
You can do it again.
No, I don't have another one for that, so I'm going to hop here instead. Yeah, Tom's seen it. I'm going to take this double token,
Ah.
which is worth loads now. And I'm just going to do it now. I'm
He's
just
gonna
going
do
to
it
spend
now?
all 6, which is rather only 4 tokens.
Wow.
To get myself another Jade.
Where are you at on Jade now?
That is up
3.
to
Is 4 Jade?
4. So 3. Yeah.
3 only, yeah. I didn't do Jade until like the last couple rounds of the game.
But each of those Jades is worth an additional 2 points for him
from
as
my
well.
decree.
Wow.
He is currently getting 12 points from Jade. I don't want to call the game, but
Hey, you never know. I'm trailing behind in immediate victory points.
not by much. Not by that much.
No.
Very well done. We'll see how it goes. I appreciate seeing someone do some really cool combos as they go.
All right, let's put a 4 onto this 8.
Okay.
Oh, it's going to cost you.
Oh, I'm gonna put a card into my discard,
Oh, yeah.
and then I'm gonna do the action twice and spend 4 workers.
Jeez. So that means you get 4 victory points for that?
Yeah.
That's the best you guys.
That's it. So that's all I got.
So
Yeah, 4 victory
10
points.
to 14.
But you get to move your intrigue up 2 as well.
Ah, hell yeah.
Oh, boy. Dude, with that, you could get another worker back that you can turn into victory points. It's all clockwork.
Yeah. I guess the other thing is, like, I guess I had some Jade, which could be worth, like, the 4 at the end of the game, but it's just, everything is bad.
Everything is bad.
Everything is not cool.
This is the tense final round where everyone's trying to maximize that
Are they?
tiny well, except for you.
It's still fun. It's still interesting to figure out.
If I spend my cards as fast as I can, then it goes around a lot faster.
That's the
So
old.
this is just put a worker on a ship that you already
Yeah.
have. If
Yeah.
you don't have a
Supply.
ship, you're going.
You can't do that one.
do
It
it.
is not worth it. It's a very pretty looking token. Look at that little token there. He's doing his little tokeny best. I like the shape of those tokens. It's a satisfying shape. Don't know if that influences anyone's options and choices on this game, but I like the shape of the tokens.
Because they're just not stuff.
They're just not circles. They're not quite like trapezoids. They're just like a little, like
They
a
fit
nice slope down to the bottom.
into your tablet.
Okay, I'm just gonna go and do this. Trade my 7 for this 3.
Or 3, no.
Yep,
Destiny.
and I'm just gonna do the intrigue, which allows me to move up 1. And I'm gonna take this. And then I'm gonna spend 2 to move twice. And I'm gonna move here.
Nice.
Grab that.
Move you up for an extra victory point
Yep.
in the Emperor's Palace.
Yep. And then guess what? I'm moving all the way over here.
Whoa.
To do it again.
Ah, that route.
Yay, free victory point.
What?
So how many victory points did you just get?
2.
Solid. now you have 6 loaded and ready.
Yeah, loaded to get some more QBs back.
Yeah.
Some QBs.
I have Chris on 17 points up here. I'm not sure where that would have come from, but he's only on 14 points here.
Maybe I missed
Sounds good.
3 somewhere. Where would that have been from?
Who knows?
Good question.
Not sure.
Um,
Don't know. Maybe from here.
yeah, you never.
All right,
Oh, that would have been it. Yeah.
Probably the night.
your turn, Tom.
Considering options, considering maximizing points, that's only worth 3 points, but it's going to cost me a bunch of workers. While this can get me far more. It's a really boring play, but I'm just going to keep doing it.
Uh-huh.
Go here.
Here we
Gonna
go.
A worker down
Uh-huh.
to put a free worker down.
This is like the tea house in Istanbul.
It's
Just go
my
there
only choice.
and-
Yeah.
Get myself 4 victory points for that.
I do love Istanbul though.
Oh, yeah.
Pop those. Sorry, they go over here. I get 4 victory points, both 3 victory points from that, and 1 for upping my worker.
Good play.
Good. Oh, look, it's a play. Do I want to get additional workers back to possibly buy something and get additional points? I believe I do. So I'm going to drop down.
I'm just going to borrow this for 1 second.
Yeah, no, you go right ahead. Is anyone else wanting to? Because it does actually start from you guys first. If you, Sean, if you want additional workers or anything, dropping your people down.
They made good
I'm gonna
sets
stay.
back in the 16th century.
He made vibe.
I'm going to grab 2 additional workers just to be safe.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I don't think the tiebreaker is going to matter. I think the extra resources might peak
I
me
think-
over the top.
Did I press anything?
He bonked
No.
it.
No, he's
He'll
bumped
go
it.
to the cocktail.
Chris, what you got?
No.
I'm going here. I'm spending a 4 on the 6, which I've had to do a lot this game and like waste all of my workers
But
to
it's
do.
not so much of an issue if you've got the extra
Yeah,
cards
got the
because you don't
extra
feel so
That's a good point.
yeah,
Inhibited
yeah,
for sure.
definitely worth.
God. Yeah, do I ditch a card or should I ditch a worker?
Mm.
What's my next play? That
That's
would be clever.
Good question. Only you know what your next play is.
Really, only I do.
Search your feelings.
You know it to be true. I'll ditch this grand worker for the 2. So I'm allowed to play that. The 6 goes in here. I can take the sail action, so I can add
Sail.
sail. Oh, actually, that because I have to put a guy on, and then I won't have enough to get myself a gem. So rather than
Gem.
that,
Truly
Spend the card.
outrageous.
yeah. Oh, that was
Yep.
the one. Yeah, I got to spend a card, so I'll ditch that one.
Well, if you pop this where it is, then you'll get an extra card.
Lovely.
So that balances out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't know if that comes through to everyone.
Unfortunately, it does.
Oh, well then we should turn off system sounds.
I've tried.
What do you mean you tried? You just turn it off.
No, it's a jerk and it doesn't want to work. Because we haven't paid for Windows on that computer.
Oh.
Thank you, Windows, for letting us use it for free.
So, in the last night, this action is like I get to put a worker on and then resolve,
No, it just
or
moves.
It just moves.
Just
Okay,
moves.
So I need to have 2.
Yeah.
But then I won't be able to get victory points unless I move it somehow.
Well, you're taking the action now, which means you will get to move the boat. Because you...
Even if I deploy 2.
So-
Yeah, because
Okay.
the action on the boat is to
Yeah.
put a worker down and then move it.
Oh, and then move
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So if you
So-
can get it to here, at the very end, he'll move 1 more,
Yeah,
and then
I'll
you can do it for
get
the 4
the
victory
Okay,
points.
I'll do that. So move my grand worker onto there.
Yep.
Moves along.
The only
Now-
downside is he's stuck there now.
Yeah.
You can't
Well,
utilize him.
Last round of the game. Hopefully it won't matter.
It's hopefully a 4-point play.
Now I'm going to spend 4 of my last remaining workers to get myself a Jade, upping my count to 4 Jade. And
God, that's taken you from 12 points to 18. That's
just for the jade. Yeah.
insane.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Look at all that jade. Hey, Lachlan, you got to play?
Nope. Not at all. I can't get Jade. Jade's not valuable to me. I could go to the Great Wall, but I wouldn't tip the scales.
Yeah.
I could not do a lot, really. I'm stuck with some not so great cards. I feel like there's a lot more 8s in this game than there was in
It'll happen sometimes. Just depending on what people put out, what people put into their discard, and what people draw from the deck. We did only get 2 additional cards. I don't know what they were because these guys drew them, but it will happen.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to put a 5 onto the Great Wall.
Okay.
There you are, sir. This one's going to go in my discard pile. Because discard.
That's alright.
And then I'm going to spend 1 to put my guy on. And then I also get a victory point.
Spend 1 to put a guy on, or you just put him on automatically?
Yeah, he's putting it on automatic.
If you take the A action, you can conserve your other work.
Yeah.
For what
Right.
it's worth.
And do what with him?
Don't know.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do with him.
There's no reason to spend him, though, is our point.
Yeah. It's a good point.
You might as
So
well
only I can put him on there.
keep them.
You do get a victory point from here.
From the palace.
Yeah.
Yep,
Nice,
on
nice.
15.
If I only had one more guy, I could have
Yeah.
got an extra point. But
Then it would have triggered it.
alright, that's my turn.
Hopefully someone else triggered
You ruined my turn.
Did I?
Lachlan.
Good.
Makes him happy.
As
How
in,
rude.
like, the wall, because you wanted to go on the wall.
Yeah. I mean, all you got to do is place a worker down. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, let's put a guy on there. Let's do it.
Just do it.
You wouldn't do it. You've changed.
Do it now. You got 3 cards left. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 1.
Yeah, look, I've got 2, but I'm probably going to have to spend them this turn.
Yeah, just to get the last action.
Yeah, just to get as many points as possible.
I'm going to go...
How did you end up with so many cards left?
Because I picked up an extra one. How many cards you guys got left?
I got 2 left. You should have 3 left.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
Because
1 left.
Chris has discarded a card to...
Yeah.
I'm going to go here. Now I'm swapping a 2. Swapping the 4 for my 2, which is less.
No, you want to go there.
No. And then I'm going to move up 1 on that, but I'm doing them out of order. And then, all right, let me just back up. So
Yeah.
Do it in order.
Do it in
do it in
order.
order. I'm
Get
going
a
to place this here. Get a boat. I'm going to put my double worker on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's poised and ready.
And then move it?
I can move it.
You don't have to. Depends if you want the points or the card. For
Just means
some
that your
reason.
next one you
No, I'm going to
can
move it.
put a guy on there and pop it.
Yeah.
And then
victory points.
I'm going to do this by moving it up 1. And that's my turn.
Nicely done. All right. I'm just going to keep Great Walling.
Oh, wait, but because it was less, I had to do something.
Yes,
so I was
you
going
have
to
to pay.
discard
Yeah.
this.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because of the way this is going to have to work, I am putting a 1 down there and discarding this card to do that
To
action.
do the wall.
I was discarding a 3, so hopefully it'll work out for me. I am going to, first of all, do the action of the card, which is the decree. I am going to pay 4 to put 1 worker onto here,
Yeah.
which will get me 6 points at the end of the game because I have done 3 decrees.
Nice.
And then I will get to put 1 worker and an additional worker onto the wall, which means I have the most and I will get to pop it.
Yep.
So I will get 4 victory points from that, from 3 victory points, and moving my envoy up 1 again, taking me up to 28 victory points.
Lachlan, are you spending any? Oh, I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna spend my 5.
Oh,
Change
it's gonna
one.
Change one.
You looked at it
Changing
earlier.
this to
True,
a 5.
Rough.
Sean, have you inadvertently
Big
helped
move.
me?
Big move.
I'm not going to spend anything because I can't.
I don't believe there's any reason for me to spend anything because I have no cards left. So I will pass the turn.
Yeah, so be buying higher on the track is going to really help me when we
Actually-
have the ties. So
I just realised I fucked up.
What'd you do?
I kind of don't want to do that now.
Do what?
Can I do it?
Yeah,
Can I
takes you back.
Can I go back?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
do you take
Are you
us
11?
back to?
I'm just
What was this?
not going to
It's a two?
It was a
spend
two.
the intrigue. It's going
Okay.
back to a 2, and this is just going to go back.
We've
to
been
a
pretty fair with people taking
Alright.
back stuff. It's all right.
Sweet.
It's pretty
Lachlan,
minor. It's not
Would you like to go back to the start of the game and replay a different strategy?
I would love that. actually.
24-hour stream. 24-hour stream.
Best
This
of
is-
three.
yeah, this is
best of three.
To see who goes first in the real game.
We may be doing a marathon stream in the future. If it is something people are interested in, please, if you're in chat, let us know how you feel about watching people play legacy games. Because legacy games obviously have a lot of spoilers. There is the possibility that we could marathon all of Ticket to Ride Legacy in one stream. If that is something that you might want to watch, please do let us know, because the game releases in a couple of weeks' time, and we have that option if it is something that you want to see.
I know, I'd love to play it.
Stream and a half.
It's gonna be
Blimey.
Whose turn is it?
My turn.
Oh, blimey.
Oh god. How do I just get easy victory points?
If you can put your fat boy out here in any way, shape, or form.
He's on the boat, I'm afraid.
Yep.
Yep.
On the boat.
You've also got no guys.
Move here and
See-
get yourself 2 victory points here.
I've got no guys left, got no cards. I've got 4, so I can really only go in 1 or 2 places.
Or you can trade it for a card that, if there's no 9,
For a thing card.
but
Yeah.
there's nothing.
Well,
So, you could trade it for the 2.
I could play, but I could play onto there and just get whatever
Yeah.
benefit is necessary. So I'll do that. I'll play here. Take the 2 for myself.
Oh, and you want to go?
I get him. Yeah, no.
You do get a worker.
Grande work is doing. He's off. He's, so I
Yeah,
get a worker
spend,
back
spend it and move up on the track
3 times.
ahead of Tom.
It does put you ahead of me in case the
it's not,
tiebreaker.
It's
He's not doing shit.
There,
Yeah,
it's
Oh, yeah, sorry.
3, which would
Yep.
put me on 3.
Yeah, it would put you ahead of me in case
Of
my
time.
tiebreaker is not going to be anywhere
for
close.
whatever it's worth, I'll do that, and then
For
I
what
won't
it's
bother
worth.
spending anything. So that's
Yep.
the end of my turn.
Yeah, we're very keen for the
You're
Ticket
out.
to Ride
I've
Legacy.
got one more.
Well,
Yep.
Sean's up.
The final action of the game.
It's the final.
This is when Sean combo breakers us all and scores 40 points in one go.
My Jade gets me 3 points.
Same.
Woo!
I considered playing the Jade game, but it just didn't work out for me.
Didn't work out for me either. I think Jade is really expensive, and you
Yeah.
need to be the only one playing the Jade game.
I'm going to come back to that in my review, because not only is it expensive, it's only worth it if this is out here, and this is a runaway leader problem. But we'll come back to that.
Okay,
What you got?
so I'm going to go here. I think this is my best move. I'm going to go here. Trade my 1 for the 7. It is less than 7. So I have to discard a card. I can't, so I have to pay the cost in my workers. So you're going to pay 2. Now I don't have any workers to do the 2-1, but I'm actually going to get them because I'm going to get rid of these travel tokens for 2 workers.
Good idea. So now you can move twice.
So you're going to spend those so I can move twice. Now I'm going to go to here to get 2 victory points.
Nice.
1, 2. And then I'm going to go to here to put a
Yeah,
worker down on
nice.
my boat, which therefore fills that up. So I'm just going to do that now.
Is that when it activates?
Technically,
Do you have to take
Yeah,
the action?
but let me double check the rules, but I don't believe so.
You could choose just for it not to move in nighttime and then get the 4.
no, it has to move at night time
Oh, does it?
But you just move to the net. But then Tom.
because then I
Chris
don't
is
get it.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, that's the risky play, I guess.
You may claim a reward if your ship carries 3 servants and reached a harbour with a reward you'd like to receive. So yeah, honestly, it just means you wouldn't have moved it.
Yeah,
Previously.
earlier on you moved it when
Ah,
you shouldn't have.
right.
Yeah. Just take the 4 victory points now.
Do you want to say I can do that?
Well, the way it is explained there, read it again.
No, it's when and reached a harbour with a reward you'd like to receive.
Mm.
So
I mean, it's.
So
what
and
is
reach-
wait, let me double check.
Yeah.
the last move of the game was the most controversial of the
Yeah, it's
entire...
only when it moves that. So the point is, it's only when it moves onto that space, which means if you did want those 4 points and that was your plan,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have moved it.
So I think
Yeah. Let him have them.
I feel
So,
like possibly we
do you wanna
have
say-
messed
Yes,
up that rule
Have I
a few
messed up?
times.
Yeah, we probably
So
have.
can I just keep it here?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
So I feel like we've messed up that rule a few times because everyone has been like, instead of moving their guys, because the whole is when it gets to the harbour, right? So you've got to time it to move with 3.
It's that whole
So you have to do an extra
risk
action,
reward.
which actually probably would have changed a lot if it had to move to the harbour, because then
No.
you would have to take an extra action or have to wait for the night time for it to come out.
I think we've only ever popped it when people have moved on
Yeah,
night time.
no, we've done it alright.
Yeah.
I think there was once or twice that it didn't move.
Okay, cool.
I think it was because they got added to the spot and
And you
the
just
boat
chose
didn't
not to.
move. Yeah.
Well, that's that. So,
take
That is the final round.
Do you want to quickly chunder your 4 tokens for like 2 victory
Oh,
points? Because
Yeah.
you might as well.
I'll do that.
Sean moves up to 24 points. Cool. We do have one final nighttime, and we are checking for 2s, 3s, and 9s. I was really happy when you changed to a 5 because I had a 5.
Yeah, so
So I have 2 3s.
I have a 9 and a 2.
I have a 2 and a 3.
2 and a 9.
So we all have 2s?
All have 2s, which means the person who is in the lead on the
Sean
intrigue gets it.
Well done.
That's why I was
Sean
like,
gets
do I spend it?
Extra
No.
3 victory
An
points.
extra 4 victory points because
Oh, yeah.
it also moves
Oops.
his envoy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, tying me on immediate victory points. Your ships will now move, which I believe will score you both an additional 4 points.
Yep. Because why not? Thank you.
Taking Sean very much into the lead before final scoring is accounted for. So let's have a look. We start with, first of all, having a look at the Great Wall, because the person who is in the lead on the Great Wall will get one final thing. Once again, Sean has the tiebreaker. Sean gets an
Sorry.
additional 4
points.
victory points.
I got thought at every
36.
possible move. I was always behind, and
Yeah.
even if I did have high intrigue at some points, I just didn't have enough workers.
Yeah. That final
Cool.
round where like
That's
you
it.
could
We-
have put 2 on, but you just didn't have enough.
We then look at decree points. So I believe only Chris and I have final scoring decree. Chris, what are you getting?
So I'm getting 6 in total from this decree here, and an additional 8 from this decree here. So that's 14 in total for just those decrees.
All the way up to 35.
We'll say, was that 8 or 14?
No, that's the full 14.
Okay, so I've got him on 36, but
Yeah, plus the 8 would make. Oh, hang
Because
on.
you were
No.
on 22.
Yeah.
I was on 20.
I moved for 3 with the ship up to 22.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got 14 in total because it's.
So- 36.
36, yeah,
Yeah.
I messed up.
There we go.
That's okay, Sean. I forgive you. I am getting 6 additional points because I am on the decree space. So that takes me up to 34.
Yep.
And then we have a look at the Emperor space and how soon we got there. So Chris will get an additional 7 points. Lachlan will get 5.
Hell yeah.
15 to 20.
Sean will get 3. And I will get 2.
Hey, you're on this side.
Taking me up to 37. And then we have a look at Jade. How much Jade did we end up with? I have 2. I'm getting an additional 3 points.
I also have 2, so I'm getting 3 points.
You got 0, Sean.
3-0 for
I got
me.
4, so an extra 10 points. 53.
And that's it.
And that is the final scoring.
Hey.
53, 43. 53.
53. So
Oh.
Chris is on 53, Tom's on 40, Sean's on 39, and Lachlan's on 23.
I was pressing too many buttons. That's a final score. We've got it accurate there. That is Gugong, a game of Chinese Empire, and getting as many gifts as you can to get as many points as you can. If you want to hear our thoughts because you haven't heard enough of them already, our review will be up on YouTube soon. We've been Nerds of the West. I am Tom. We have Chris.
Hey.
We have a Sean.
Hello.
We have a Lachlan.
Howdy.
And we will catch you next time.